Imagine a complex structure building itself perfectly from the ground up. That is the core concept behind SAP Best Practices. Instead of starting an S/4HANA implementation from an empty system, companies can deploy standard, pre-configured business processes right out of the box. This pre-configured approach is designed to accelerate deployment time, minimize project risk, and lower overall costs. To utilize these benefits, you need to know how to navigate the SAP Portal, locate the specific processes for your module, and extract a vital workshop test script. There is a technical requirement to keep in mind. To bypass the portal's firewall and actually view these documents, you must log in with an active, registered SAP S user ID. With your S user ID confirmed, you gain the clearance needed to move past the login screen and begin mapping your implementation against these industry-standard benchmarks. Before reaching into the library of processes, we have to define the specific cloud environment of the project, as this dictates how much the standard system can be modified. The public cloud edition on the left enforces standard processes with limited modifications. On the right, the private cloud offers a more adaptable framework. It allows for higher customization, and if deploying on-premise, follows these same flexible rules. Once the environment is established, navigate to the SAP Process Navigator URL. At the highlighted logging prompt, enter your S user ID to gain access. Identifying the correct environment at this stage ensures that the process documentation you retrieve is compatible with the version of S/4HANA your customer is actually using. On the Process Navigator dashboard, we begin by selecting the Core Edition. For example, select the tile for S/4HANA Cloud Private Edition. Next, we must identify the software release. Use the drop-down menu to select the specific target for your project, like the 2025 edition. SAP organizes thousands of individual processes into categories called lines of business, such as procurement, sales, or manufacturing. By selecting the finance module, we can reveal the specific inventory of processes available for that sector. This tree diagram shows how the module breaks down into specific solution processes, which SAP calls scope items. Every scope item is identified by a unique 3-digit alphanumeric code, like 1GA. Understanding this hierarchy allows you to filter the library and focus exclusively on the targeted scope items relevant to your customer's requirements. Opening an accounts payable scope item reveals a solution diagram that visually maps out the step-by-step flow of the end-to-end process. To find technical documentation, navigate to the Accelerator section, locate the test script, download this standardized document to lead the requirement gathering. The script's left side specifies required Fiori applications and user business roles. During workshops, use the right-hand columns to track progress. A pass means the standard process works, while a fail documents where customization is required. This document records exactly how the standard software meets or deviates from the customer's current operational reality. By following these steps, you have the exact applications, user roles, and data entry requirements for the project already mapped out. This test script serves as your primary tracking template during the Fit to Standard workshops in the early stages of the project. Once those workshops are complete, you can use the same documentation as a template for building your end-user training manuals. To start, log into the Process Navigator, identify the 3-digit scope item for your target module, and download the corresponding Accelerator document. By leaning on SAP Best Practices, you move away from the uncertainty of a blank slate and toward an implementation based on established, documented standards.